Hazak Ubaruch. Bezat Hashem Mincha is going to be at 8 p.m. Please be on time. As the Halacha tells us, and there's some communities that have this minhag every single week, where a person on Shabbat or on Chagim, before they start the Netilat Yadayim and the Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz, but after the Kiddush, they have Berachot, which means they say a bracha on maybe fish, on crackers, on olives, different things, different salads, different types of things. They say Berachot before they start the Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz. And the question is this something that's allowed to be done, or should you refrain from doing this? Let's say you're at someone's house, should you also say Berachot, or not? And the Halacha says that the people that do that have on what they're like. And the reason is because they're trying to get to 100 Berachot. And there is a mitzvah to say 100 Berachot on Shabbat, and it's not so easy to get. It's not a given that you're going to get to 100 Berachot just based on the course of the routine of the day. You're still missing a few Berachot, and therefore they want to say the Berachot before they start Hamotzi. Once you say Hamotzi, you get yourself into a real question. Because if it's Hamotzi and you're saying a bracha on what? On fish? How can you say a bracha on fish? It's part of the meal. Or even olives, it's part of the meal. You're very, very hard pressed. So they do it before the Hamotzi, and then the Halacha says that's permitted to be done. So that minhag does have a basis, and the ones that do have that custom can continue in that custom. The ones that don't, there's no reason to adopt it. But those that do can continue in their custom, and if you're at someone else's house that's doing it, then you could also participate. It's not asur to participate in such a custom. Now, a person should be careful when they're doing this, if they are saying Berachot before Netilat Yadayim and Hamotzi, to be careful to not eat too much. Because if you eat a kazait, which is not that much, it's like 27 grams, it's essentially maybe 2 or 3 crackers or a few olives. You have that much, and you get yourself into a safek of bracha achrona. Should I say bracha achrona before I start a meal, and I'm about to say a meal and a birkat hamazon? So since there is a safek, you should have less than a kazait to avoid the question of bracha achrona. But in terms of doing bracha rishona before the meal, that is permitted, and that minhag certainly has on what to rely. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen.